titillate the juices. You know what? Woo! Right now. Woo! Woo!
Dr. Hughes invites followers. Oh, let's see if they increase now. Me too. Yeah, wow. Dr. Hughes.
Monkey smoke.
He's a great podcaster.
Tricky smoke.
Acknowledge me.
We're coming for you, nigga. Fat! Yeah, Dr. Hughes, here we go. Keep plugging yourself, that's cool.
First up, a man whose looks will serve your inner needs and desires.
Dr. Hughes.
Yes, Dr. Huge is back on a Monday. Amazing, right? We do it every once in a while. And you know what it is. Tell them, Sleaze.
Monday Night Sleaze.
That's right. Holy shit. Give me some holy shits, everybody. I think they're around here somewhere. I got to learn this board again, bro. There's so many samples. Do we still raise the roof, kids? I forgot.
I don't know.
Man, that's old school. Raising the roof. The roof's on fire. All this stuff. Yeah, get liking and subscribing. Let everybody know that Dr. Huge is live with the Sleaze on Monday Night Sleaze. We're going to talk wrestling. We're going to talk more wrestling. And who knows? We may even dabble Sleaze. Like just before we went on here, I checked. Stuttering John goes live whenever we go live. So makes me think that he wants us to watch him.
Yeah, absolutely. He wants to be a part of this show.
Yep. So we may do a little dabbling. I mean, there's a lot to get into. So much to get into. So much shit being talked out here in the pro wrestling world, in the news world. Undertaker taking shots. Kevin Nash saying words. Don't ever try to metaphorically speak on anything with words. Okay. No. We'll get into that. I mean, he was trending. That's how big a story that was. It's amazing to me, Sleaze, how big like wrestling is in this day and age. Would you ever have thought Kevin Nash would trend on any fucking buddy's thing? You know, back when we were watching him in WCW and even it's Diesel or whatever. Like he's to be able to be that big. And I know it's just social media, but still, like social media is for like really large names. Every now and then you get some, you know, Bebop 2401 that you're like, who's that? And all the kids are like, he's the most famous guy ever. This is Kevin Nash, right? I get has his level of celebrity, but are you shocked by this at all? That just saying words will
make you viral? Well, it was the words he said. That's what's going to do it. You can have a platform like him and be like, you know, midway in the radar here, but then when you start spouting off some, you know, choice words, then you're gonna go viral.
Yeah. Am I a bad guy for like almost understanding what he's saying? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like when he said it, I wasn't like, oh, my first reaction wasn't to be offended. It was just like, oh, like he doesn't know to not do that. Right. You know, like right. I went, oh, okay. But I kind of like understand Javon Evans, the vibe he gives off. It's very close to something like that. You know, we're talking early minstrel shows. You, oh my God, no! How could you ever say this? And I'm not saying he's right. I'm saying like I kind of saw like people are just completely outraged and we're like, what the fuck is he talking about? Well, that's what I'm trying to explain right now, and you know, you may not like it. I'm just saying it. Giving an explanation, playing a little devil's advocate, you understand? It's almost, it gave me the same feeling of when Jim Cornette was thrown off of NWA, which they desperately need a Jim Cornette on that show as an announcer or something. But remember Jim Cornette with the Ethiopia joke?
Yeah.
And it's like, you're a racist, you're a this, you're a that. And it's just like, holy shit. He's talking about like food and the size. And I get that how it's not like, so maybe a little over a line by these days, the way they measure it, but that was nothing.
Well, it's a selected few people that, not few actually, a lot of people. It's a selective group, I should say, that will get offended, if you say anything. And I'm with you. I got exactly what he said. What made it where I was like, oh, is when he added the second part, Kevin Nash.
What was the second part?
When he said that he needs to be more urban. That's what got me, where it was
right, yeah.
Now you're pushing what you were saying. The first part, yes, because I've been saying since he started the whole stuff in the camera, I'm like, stop that. Like, stop doing that.
Yeah, because now he's giving you two different sides of, and really, if that's how you see black wrestlers, like there's no more than that. That you're either Mr. Bojangles or you're NWA, the rap group.
Yeah.
You can't. There's no in betweens or anything different. So yeah, I find that all a little funny. And again, I praised Javon Evans the other day when Mac Diesel was in here asking me my opinion on him, and I said strap the rocket ship to him. They have a while back. He's gonna be the biggest thing in the business. So maybe people feel some kind of way about that as well. Albeit, oh yeah, he's a kid and he's young and this and that, like Tom Brady with Drake May around, he doesn't really care about the Patriots that much. Like, oh, sure, I hope you win. Maybe, it's like that type of shit.
And he's also 21 and early in the business. So they're going to keep trying like different things until it fits. And this is just one of those things that I think eventually they're going to change because it's goofy and it doesn't work, and people are just so impatient nowadays where they're like, oh God, they're burying him because he shakes his head in front of the camera. And it's Jesus, have some freaking patience. Because I've been hearing that crap too,
Yeah. Nash, do you want to turn him into a Chirac warrior or something? Is that what you want to do? That would be a little interesting, though. I'm not going to lie. But of course, WWE, their version of it, what it would be.
It's the shits.
It would be the shits, Bret Hart. Yep. Overall, there's all this wrestling is kind of the shits. We just got to bring it up every week, right?
It's gotten a little better, but it's still very, very predictable. That Cody was going to go over again to go into the elimination chamber, and
I really bought into Sammy. I thought he was going to win that.
If any time, I thought so too. And tonight's going to be the same thing. Gunther's going to go over. It's cut and paste, like we always say. I mean, the actual writing has been a little better. The matches have been a little better. They actually are taking the advice of some people where they're having house shows now up until Mania. So I'm hoping that's going to help the in-ring stuff and the chemistry and everything. It's just stop with the predictability of all of this. It's just for people like us that have been watching it for 30, 40 years, we've seen it all, and you're still doing it. So,
do you give him any leeway because of the injuries?
Little bit.
Yeah, beyond.
I know
that. Okay.
Yeah. No, they've had to change a lot. I'm sure, especially when Seth Rollins went down and now Braun Breaker. They've had to change a lot, and I'm sure it's. You got 2 or 3 days until the show and somebody just got hurt. You could throw in, okay, we've done this before, but we have to do this to get through the show. I get it.
See, I don't even give them any leeway with that because I've been saying for a while people talk about AEW's roster being inflated. Right. WWE's super inflated.
Yeah.
They got guys and gals all over the place that they're using them in so many different ways, though, sending them to Mexico, sending them over here. You're going to Europe. You're going, they're really starting to turn into a global brand like that. But, and extending their talent. Maybe that's why they're wrestling less days too. It's just more traveling, longer traveling. But, they got the people to do it, to just insert here, go this way, start this, if so-and-so can't show up one night, you got a ton of people you can replace them with. Everybody knows them. And if they don't know them, that even better because they're just from another night, like Tuesday night with NXT. They just pull from those people.
Yeah.
They just suck. They suck creatively right now. It's corporate. I feel like they're barely even trying with it. They're just trying to piece things together. They don't really care if it works, like for entertainment wise. They're just putting pieces together to go, oh, okay, this makes sense for advertisers and for the market. And that's not how you do anything like creatively.
Yeah, they're more focused on, expanding their brand, the commercials, the getting the deals than the actual product. And it's plagued many of things over the years, and it's doing it to WWE right now.
NBA last night, they had the All-Star game. I don't even bother to watch any of this shit anymore.
Garbage.
I mean, remember the slam dunk contest was like a big deal back in the day. The weekend. But man, it's fucking. And I heard they actually tried a little bit this year because they're like probably, really told the younger players that are actually, hungry to win or competitive a little bit. They're like, all right, you got to really show up tonight.
Yeah.
Killing the business.
There's not enough hunger in anything anymore. You know what I mean? There's not, and people in wrestling have been saying that, like talents, not being by monitors, watching matches and leaving early and all that stuff. There's just not enough, there's no fire in anything anymore.
They're all waiting. It feels like they're all waiting for them to come to them and go, here, we got the idea and we're going to put you like this. And then you got to be like, oh, okay. I think I could do it. You have to be like Stone Cold. You have to be like, how Chelsea Green? She's fucking injured. She's still in the show.
Yeah. And this is a girl that Michael Hayes was saying, yeah, she's not the girl. She's a mid-carder at best, basically. She's the only one that's stepping out of her lane, being like, I want this, so I'm going to do this and this. And I think they appreciate that very much. And I do, because a lot of these talents, it's exactly what it is. They get a script. They memorize exactly everything in the script. They memorize all their marks. They come out and do it exactly the way it's supposed to be. And it's very cookie cutter. There's nobody coming out saying, I'm going to be a little different. Give me 2 more minutes on the mic. There's none of that anymore.
Yep. Who's been taking shots at the young people in wrestling again these days, Sleaze? One of your favorites. Mark.
Mark. The Mark.
So he's on his podcast, of course, and it's a very clippable moment. He basically says, I have it right here. I wrote it down in the notes. It's been a while, but Taker says the new generation has no edge. And who else have been saying that every week for the past year?
Right.
But and there's no true struggle. Like he used to sleep in his car and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. You know how the Undertaker does on podcasts. And he just starts talking like all us people. You are not one of us yet. We got to haze you first, Undertaker. Remember how it was to breaking into the pro wrestling business? You think you can just have a podcast with your wife and just go on WWE and bypass me and the Sleaze? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, fuck yourself.
Anyway, more on that later. But yeah, what do you think of Taker's correct point he just made right here about today's talent?
No, I agree 100%. There's no climbing up a ladder. You go to the performance center. Somebody designs your gear for you and gives you a name, and then they, throw you in Evolve or whatever fucking is below NXT, and that's how it is. These guys used to, sleep in their cars, and they used to fucking work at shitty gyms and sleep at people's houses, and there was a struggle. You wanted to make money. Now you're getting, a couple $100,000 just to be on NXT. So.
I mean, Mankind still does that. I think he's sleeping in his car tonight. It's just cheaper that way. That's how big of a cheapskate he used to be, Sleaze. Remember those stories?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. He used to sleep in Boston at somebody's house, right?
And our boy Phil Castanetti at Phil Castanetti Sports World, Saugus, Massachusetts. Shout out to you. Mick Foley when he won his championship in Worcester, Massachusetts. Slept on Phil's couch. Yep. It's a true story. Go look at
Doritos. He ate Doritos over the championship belt all night.
It was the first thing in his book, too. It was. That's actually a true story. Yeah, that's the first thing he wrote in his book was about sleeping on Phil's couch.
Nice.
So
Mankind.
get well, mankind. Keep on couch surfing, bro. You're like the second greatest couch surfer of all time. I think the number one right now is Ray DeVito. Nobody really knows about him. He's in the Dabbleverse, but again, we can get into that later.
I think a lot of Mick Foley's injuries aren't from like wrestling or car crashes. I think it was from sleeping on couches.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Just sleeping wrong on, especially the ones that have the big bumps on them, like 3 bumps.
Yeah. Can't do that. Need a nice bed.
Sleeping sideways on recliners after hardcore matches with The Rock, being handcuffed and slammed in the head with a chair over and over.
All right. I quit.
You know what? Let's watch some Stuttering John while he's on. Before I forget.
This bastard.
He should be fired up by now. We don't want to watch the beginning. That's usually boring. The end can get real boring too, but the middle piece where he's acting a fool. He's got the Duke of Definitions now too. Remember the Duke of the Future?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's got Duke of Definitions in this bit. Same exact bit, pretty much, but just even worse.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. We're not going to watch that. We're going to watch him live. We're going to do a live snipe on none other than
the Duke.
I can hear him already screaming in my ear. Just hold on, folks.
Oh, God.
You can't get a young woman.
While I was in California and Florida, both two-party consent states, which supersedes New York's one-party consent law, Sunflower. It's a two-party consent state, and it supersedes any one-party consent state. They were legally recorded.
And he's screaming at Sunflower Dragon, one of his now famous chatters. And as he's always been trying to hook up with her over the years. Probably a dude somewhere, Sleaze,
Oh, yeah.
But he is, when you disagree with him, this is the bit you get. So I'm just letting everybody know.
Yeah.
That they would need written consent.
What's that?
What written consent for what? What is he talking about? Because this sounds very shady.
Let's see.
Kenny. And therein lies the issue. So forget about the lawsuit.
Yeah.
That I am 100% in the right.
Oh, she questioned his lawsuit against
and
TSN.
I don't think that Lady K,
Mark,
is stupid enough. I don't think. See, here's the one thing about, and I don't like Lady K. I don't like shitware. But I'll say one thing that I think differentiates themselves. I mean, that
he can't even say the fucking word.
Sorry, I had to look at something.
Yeah.
There is one big difference. Well, there's a lot of big difference, but there's one difference between Carl.
Get to it. Fuck.
Carl's not like, he's a dweeb.
It's meandering.
He's a loser. But he's not so vindictive. He's not like so in the hate game.
He hates you, Carl doesn't. Got it.
Any psychologist could see there's a different vitriol.
He needs a psychologist
between just do it.
Somebody wrote, Carl is your daddy. Carl is just having fun. Hey, scumbag. And this, I'm just reading the chat for a little bit for the people listening in audio in the future. Amazing stuff.
Shitware, on the other hand, is legitimately suffering from MDS. He is legitimately
arrangement syndrome. Get it?
So mad.
Yeah.
And angry.
I'm gonna try to get on his chat.
There's only one reason.
Get in there. I want to see the Sleaze in there.
And the Gin Blossoms will tell you. Jealousy.
What? The Gin Blossoms? What?
I am a constant reminder of what a loser he is. And that drives him nuts. I took what I was given to by Howard, which is the
I'll finish this for him. He took lemons and made a big pile of shit for himself. Because that's how I see it in reality. How do you end up on the greatest radio show of all time, and then you end up on the Tonight Show as the announcer, and you parlayed it into this?
Yeah.
Into what we're doing?
Yeah.
No. You just worked your way to the bottom, bro. Welcome. You know?
All right, you
Let
ready?
us know when you type something great.
It's coming. You ready?
Yep. Only 5-star jokes.
I kid you not. Lady K also suffers from
there it
MDS.
is.
He has the jealousy.
The sleaze is in
but
the
he doesn't
building.
have the hate. Shitway has the hate and anger. And cry me a river, spare me. Don't even pester me with, it was the hotel lobby. Oh, give me a fucking break.
Oh, God.
Then, he said I was the mold. Give me a break.
He's talking about Shuley from TSN again, the people he's has a lawsuit with because they do shows on him 24 hours a day, almost like most of their content is Stuttering John based. They have a whole Uncle Rico show, all that stuff. And then what really came out of this, I guess John pissed Shuley off because he was alluding to him being the mole at Howard Stern, and which would get you fired because you get fired for anything at Stern. And then also John met him in a hotel lobby somewhere and chased him around with a microphone like the old days, right? And Shuley didn't say anything to him, just walked up to security or bag boys or something. It was like, "Can you get this guy away from me?" And then they're like, until John let him go. That's why he's like, "You ran from me," and blah, blah, blah. But then on the flip side, I feel like John runs from Shuley online because Shuley will always sit down and talk to him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
of course Shuley would, but then John's like, no. And then he just screams over him the whole time when they do, which a few years back when they did meet up on some old shows. Just giving everybody a little bit of the lore. Nobody's above the lore, Sleaze. Not around here.
No. Oh, God. He's so pissed.
Yeah, Shitway, you see, and I'm going to bring a guest on in a little while. I know I'm late. But,
Kiki?
I'll tell you why I'm late. I had
Quad Father.
Let me finish this. So
I know you love that name. Quad Father was in the chat the other night, Sleaze, with Dirty.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Quad Father.
People are making clips of Dirty out here on the show now. See, we're gonna be announcing at the Tonight Show any day. We're gonna blow up. We'll be on Howard Stern when he's 80 years old.
Right. Doing very PC things.
And
yeah,
you've all witnessed it on the Stern Show.
I do love Stuttering John rib shot. I get it. A lot of people don't, but I see it for what it is. It's high level
These are just facts.
comedy. What do they call it? High art. That's what
I don't run through fights.
Yeah.
People don't understand it.
Right. You don't understand it.
Boxing. I don't.
All right. I'll give everybody a break. You want to talk about wrestling again?
Now,
he'll be here for a while, I'm sure.
Yeah, because I haven't figured out one thing he's talking about. He's talking about lawsuits and, of course, the Stern Show. And
that's why I'm constantly trying to catch people up and everything. Oh, look, it's Neil Brennan's brother. Get out of here. Anyway. Yep. We did it, folks.
Get well soon, Stuttering John.
Imagine that's what you do every day is just complain about people that are goofing on you all the time on the internet. And it creates this loop, where they get content and then he feeds it to him and then he gets to yell about it more because he's upset by it. And it's just like insanity. So
I never want to get to be this age and like constantly have to reminisce of how good I used to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's a big thing. Like I try to get better as time goes on. So I don't have to sit there and be like, well, in my 20s. Fucking dumbass.
Yeah, I've known a few guys in the past too that have it always makes me just go, oh.
Yeah.
I could give a fuck about what already it already happened. How about the stuff we can do in the future?
Right. Right.
That is a weird. People they get stuck wherever, and we used to make fun of those guys too. Remember, like, we'd be like, that dude is like 1980s forever.
Yeah.
It'd be like 2005. We'd be like, look at this guy. He looked like he stepped out of 1987. He just won't leave.
Yeah. Or like friends you haven't talked to in a long time, and then you guys meet up or something, and it's just like you just talk about like 10, 15 years ago. Yeah. That only goes.
I refuse. I don't do it.
Yeah. I don't. No.
Depressing.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I don't even feel old anyway, first of all.
No.
Which means I'm not. I think that's how this game works, Sleaze, when you really think about it.
You're not to sound like a cliche, but you're as old as you feel, and I feel fucking great. I feel better now than I did in my 20s. So why am I going to think about fucking when I was in my 20s,
Yep. The young OGs.
Know what I'm going to do is I'm going to quit this show. I'm going to start my own show, and then I'm just going to talk about how when I was on this show, and then how great I was 10 fucking years ago. That's what I'm going to do.
That's essentially what Stuttering John does, which is, again, it's like no shame. Like, it's just, it's a lot of, you know what it is? I think, in my opinion, this is what I think, right? Stutter, that's his whole bit. Every time he thinks he's going to get legal or whatever. It's like, I think obviously he drinks a lot. I mean,
oh yeah,
come on, Skull. His whole catchphrase is cheers and drinking. And then also a little bit of the tootin'. At 60 years old, tootin'?
Yeah.
Because there's no way somebody's stuffed up all the time.
No. I'm on prescriptions for allergies, and I don't fucking sound like that. You know? Just
he does
the sugar.
The finger, he'll wipe the whole one broadcast he did a while back. He did one of these.
Oh no. that reminds me, like years and years ago, I was into this girl and I'm sitting there talking to her and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make this happen. And she did one of these where she was like,
no.
And I'm just like, no. So you just smeared that in your palm.
Oh.
Yep. No.
Oh.
Not happening.
Yep. If you're an adult and you're sneezing in your hands, you're doing this, you're doing the finger's the craziest because he has like a drip. It's like a faucet that's always dripping. Ugh. And that's what I'm thinking. It's got to be the nose candy or something.
So yeah.
Just going.
Yeah.
What the?
Well, the people that just use their sleeve where they're just like fucking.
Yeah, he did.
That stays on you.
Do that right on stream.
Fucking nasty.
Oh. Yep. Stuttering John, you are the man for that, though. That's why he gets all the $2 super chats.
Right.
Yep.
And all the hot chicks.
Yes.
Fuck.
I don't know. I'm thinking about doing super tips. Danny even sent them to me. A few other people are like, you should try the super tips. And I know what they are. Super tips comes out of the Dabbleverse too, Sleaze. Yeah. So it's a thing where we can get AI messages and Ribshot could do it in somebody's voice, like The Rock's voice or something, and be like, you love this guy, right? It's a way of, I guess, bypassing the other stuff, which you get heavily taxed on. When the platforms take their cut, it's like half of it almost. Yeah. So I'll look into it, but I know who's created it, and I don't know if I can trust these people.
Well, that's the thing.
Right.
Sounds good on paper.
Yep. It's just the whole trusting thing of it's hard for me to trust people, Sleaze. You know, these people out here, they're I've learned this from Arc Raiders. I play Arc Raiders all the time. I literally give people stuff. They shoot me.
Yeah. Oh, dudes at work are playing it too, and they're bitching that's happening. Yeah. They're like, hey, you want to play? And I'm like, fuck no, I'll throw my TV out the window.
Yep. Yo, the American comedians.
Who are they?
Stand-up comedy is like fucking done for, it seems like. But I know a lot of people have talked about this, especially in comedy. MLC, one of my favorite shows. Brennan is a stand-up comic, and he just does this now.
Yeah.
Right? So he's like, why would I leave my house? People are going to pay me to do basically what I do at shows, and I don't even have to really work that hard because I'm coming up with jokes on the fly. I'm not like whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and you don't have to go up on stage and shit. I get it. I'd do the same shit.
Mm-hmm. So stand-up comedy stinks. Pro wrestling stinks. Pro sports stinks overall. It's all very stink.
That was one of the worst Super Bowls I've seen in a long time. I'm not saying, like, everyone's like, oh, the worst of all time. No, I've seen worse, but that was pretty bad.
Yep.
It was
a defensive matchup for the most part, just like the last one everybody hated was the Patriots and the Rams, I think. The 9-3 game. Nobody wants a 9-3 game these days. But and they know that. That's why they try to keep the scores generally up.
Right.
Unless they're trying to fool people, right? You go, well, it's a Super Bowl. They're going to easily score over whatever the spread was, 42.5 or something. And then they don't. And it's like, oh, they got you again.
Yeah. Yeah. I called it, though. The Patriots lost.
Yep.
I
said they were the better team in that podcast. They weren't the better team. No. And I knew that. I must have misspoke. What I was trying to say was Seattle's a better team, but I felt like New England had more momentum, plus always winning on the road. So this is technically another road game. But I considered all things, but I didn't think the line was going to get beat up the way they were. That's how they lost that.
No, I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be a good game. I still, predicted that Patriots would lose, but I didn't think they were going to just shit the bed at that point. Like, it was depressing, and they started picking it up in the fourth quarter, and it's just like, come on.
Yeah, as a Patriots fan, I'm used to them over the past, 5 years or so. Their lines have been terrible. When you have no time to do anything as a quarterback, it doesn't matter what the receivers do, running back. It doesn't matter anything.
No,
that just means you get like a second to do something with the ball. You got nothing. You're screwed. So,
and it didn't help. The Seahawks defense was fucking phenomenal. So
they were good too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were obviously the best team in the league going into that game. But, the way that the gambling's been and the way that the Patriots had, like I said, that momentum coming into it, at least like getting these close wins and things.
Yeah.
I thought it would be closer than that, but shit. I mean, Will Campbell and the other rookie on that side it's literally an age thing. Like, they're just they don't have that old man strength yet.
I've been saying that all season, checking out games here and there. This league is super fucking young. Like, I don't remember a league being this young in a long time. They don't have a lot of veterans anymore. They really don't. Like, you're seeing a ton of like kids playing.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. The first thing they got to do after that game, just go to the weight room, like, immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go eat some more, go to the weight room, because they were just like picked up and brought right to Drake May.
Hell yeah.
Well, shit.
The shit.
On number 7. Oh, well. So,
and then somebody came up, and you know me, I'm not a defender of the Patriots. Obviously, I have a different team, but people were coming up just saying the most ignorant shit. And I'm just like, just shut your mouth. Shut your face.
Oh, people have been trying to get me going with it the past couple of weeks. They're just like, oh, yeah, you're salty. You sound salty. That's what Philly Sports Pride was doing, trying to troll me. I'm like, how do I feel salty? Look, I got banners behind me and shit. Like, this is like.
Well, there was one that caught me. They were like, well, they're the team that's lost the most Super Bowls. Go fuck yourself. Really? Okay.
Which is technically the hardest thing to do in sports, championship-wise. Get to a Super Bowl and win it.
Right.
That's why people freak out when your team gets to a Super Bowl. Like, say that whole thing with Tom Brady and stuff never happened, people would be out of their minds over this Drake May, even more than they already are. Like, they would be losing it. This is already a pro sports town or whatever. But if that 20 years didn't happen, it was almost like, this is old hat, bro. We won so much. It's just like obscene. They could lose for another 20 years and become like the Buffalo Bills. Everybody could laugh at us. And people would, like, at least my age, would be like, 6. We got 6 rings, bro. Like, who cares at this point?
The big thing is that they went from a couple of years of being a terrible team to getting to the Super Bowl. So that's impressive right there. There's no need to shit on anything that they did. After Brady left and Belichick, they were a terrible team, and they rebuilt real quick.
I actually watched those games. It's not like I'm some fair weather fan, like, oh, well, they're bad now, I'm not watching. It's just kind of what you do when you get, it's like the WWE. Even when it's bad, I'm still watching it, but yeah, man, I mean, this team compared to those other teams, the Super Bowl game, it just reminded me of the past few years. I'm like, there's just no time to do shit on offense. So you lose. It's really as easy as that. You can't block, you lose.
Yeah, they were good enough to get to the Super Bowl, but they weren't good enough to win it. And that's nothing to fucking, be pissy about at all.
Exactly. I mean, they were so bad that now that they got to the Super Bowl, it's like people are riding high. We're like, we got the guy for the next, who knows, with the fucking picograms and the roids they do these days for the next 25, 50 years, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be dead and he's still playing.
There are guys in college that are like top prospects that are older than Drake May.
Yeah.
So have fun with that, all NFL fans of other teams. Yeah. Fucking deal with this forever.
Well, like anything, like we deal with it with wrestling too. There's a lot of fair weather fans out there where it's like, if your team, it's the Pink Hats and the bandwagoners. And as soon as something happens, they're the ones that say, "Oh my God, like why do we have this guy as a quarterback?" And all right, name somebody else on the team besides him.
The Bills fans too, because there's so many Bills Mafia fans just waiting for them to get back to the bowl and win it and all this stuff. And now most of them jumped ship. They're like, it's fake. It has to be 100% fake now. So they were all conspiracy theorists, right? It wasn't just me saying it before, right?
Right.
That's what I was called. But now that my team's back to winning all the time, now they agree with me all of a sudden. Got it. Mm-hmm.
It just is. Like, everything is so gross. Everyone's got a fucking opinion, and most of you shouldn't have one that you put out online because you're too stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I put a tweet out, and I sort of fucked myself, though. I'll admit it. Because I got this footage of AEW and they were all like doing the Macarena or some shit. And I said, oh yeah, the Fed's in the fucking, in the dumpster or something like that. And of course people attack me and they're like, well, that was footage after the cameras, went off. And I'm like, okay, fuck off.
No, you asked for it. You wanted that smoke, that AEW incel smoke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even respond because they were right. Bitches.
That's what you should write back. Just go, you're right, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's it. And leave it at that. See what they do with it.
They'll still come at me because they're 5 years old.
We just got to be really nice to everybody. Everybody's being very rude to Dr. Huge. They're saying that I'm a Shuli.
Oh,
do I look like a Shuli?
No.
I look like maybe an original Shuli.
Yeah, the OG. Yeah.
Yep. And they say all kinds of nasty things, all because I want to watch Stutter and John sometime. I partake in the Dabbleverse chats.
Yeah.
And then I'll do a show and they just go, you're this. You're that. You're this. And then they'll repeat it. And it's like, I'm not Stutter and John, bro. Come on.
Yeah. They got to attack somebody. They're so angry. You people are so fucking angry. Like, get something that makes you happy. If you're pissed off about the wrestling, maybe stop watching the wrestling. It's if you're pissed off at something I say, then fucking unfollow me. That's the best part. Is like a lot of these fuckers that attacked me the other night were following me. It's like, why are you following me then?
And you'll never hear from them other than when you piss them off.
Yes, and mostly it's AEW shit. So.
Yep.
As soon as you put, fucking anything about AEW, you got those monkeys coming out of fucking The
What?
woodwork
Don't
and
say
just
that. Don't you say that now.
primates. Okay.
All right, that's a little better, I guess.
They can't use tools even though they have thumbs. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, pre-Cro-Magnon.
Right. Big foreheads,
Thank you.
dipshits.
We cleared it up. No Kevin Nash clips here. Thank
Okay. You insinuated that.
you. Oh, I did. Shit. That's right,
Damn it.
Paladin.
Fucking
Paladin
right,
in the
pal.
building. One of the top moderators in the world.
One of the top OnlyFans creators in the world.
Mm-hmm. The world spelled WHIRLD. In the world.
Yeah. His logo is a big world and then his foot. Sexy.
We got to talk about this story. The Yeetmeister back in the news. Yeet! All right, let's do it let's get warmed up for some Jey Uso talk, everybody. Down since. Yeet! 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 G, 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 G. Now the Dabbleverse people are gonna take a freeze frame of that and saying like I'm a Hitler fan or something.
Oh God, yeah.
See, that's what they do, Sleaze. How can I be a Shuli and be a Hitler fan at the same time?
They're taking stuff out of context.
Mm-hmm. We did it. We've been yeeting since day one was ish.
You know what we need to do is when people do that, we need to start doing what Stuttering John does and just sue them.
Yeet. That's right. Every time I agree, I'm going to yeet.
Right.
So Jey Uso, he saw the Wrestling Observer. They had their awards, and they do a worst. We don't do worse because we're positive over at the Dr. Hughes show. We like to put everybody over. So, for example, I say Booker T, one of the GOATs, right? Booker T, are you with us here today? Where are you?
We want the gold, sucker.
Thank you. He's considered by Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer as the worst announcer in all of pro wrestling. And I'm just like, huh? We just had the Hugies a month or so ago at the end of the year, and he was the best announcer.
Right.
How can they be so wrong? Because clearly we're right about everything.
Exactly. So I don't believe anything in those awards. And yeah, like how bad are you as a publication, as a company, LLC, or whatever the hell you are, that you have a worst? You know what I mean? Like these are it's awards for like, you know, you earn and prestigious. Why do you have the worst? Because you're an asshole, Dave Meltzer.
Yep. And we're analysts, we're journalists, we're experts over here. You see, that's how an expert does it. We're not just shitting on people to shit on them. We're giving the best of things.
Right. Right.
And you're trying to just go, well, WWE, worst promotion, Sleaze, right?
CMLL, who has, to my knowledge, no major TV deal or anything. That was the best promotion. Right.
I think it's good for them. Good for them getting any award or any hype. I have actually heard of them in the past year.
Right.
I think that in itself is, they should be given an award for that. But to say that one promotion's better than another, I mean, then that means you're not factoring in the stage, the music, the this, the that, like all that. You're just only factoring in the wrestling that's happening in the ring when we all know there's more going on, right?
It's tiring at this point with these people that are like, well, you know, they had this match and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, well, the guy can't talk on the mic. The production of the entire show is terrible. The promotion of the show is terrible, because if you were the best promotion, then you would have an arena filled with people. Promotion, promoter. It all comes from the same word. So how can you be the best promotion if you're making one of the least amount of monies and you can barely fill like an armory? Am I missing something, Doctor?
Maybe the one thing you may be missing, and I may be missing, that we've already pointed out all the time, is WWE's creative is complete trash.
Right.
And it's been for over a year now. And you can say, oh, injuries. You can say, oh, this and that. Nope. Not if I was running it.
Ugh.
Not creatively. I'm not talking logistics. I'm not talking all that other stuff that, Dave Meltzer doesn't factor into the promotion. I'm talking about strictly what Dave Meltzer and the PW Observer there, they think is wrestling, which is the only thing that's going inside the ring, which is what? It's creative and it's what the wrestlers do in there. So
one of my best things is like in this award, and I don't even know who won them because I probably haven't even heard of them, is they'll be like, well, wrestler of the year, and for over 100 years now that wrestling's been an industry. That wrestler of the year was a guy who drew money, who could put people in seats, who had the total package, who had everything that we talk about all the time. And anybody that's intelligent that watches this stuff knows. So if you sit there and say, like, I don't know, Okada is wrestler of the year, how much money is he drawing? If you see him like on a commercial in your local market or something, are you going to say, oh my God, Okada is there, I'm going to buy tickets? But if you sit there and you see Seth Rollins or even Cody Rhodes or anything, those are the people that will bring people into the arena. So how can he be wrestler of the year if he's not doing what I just said?
The Cody Rhodes thing will never make sense to me, but hey.
But he still brings people there.
Yep, he's John Cena. I'll never say he's not. Here's my new John Cena, Sleaze. Get ready for this. Fucking get ready. Close your eyes, ladies and kids.
Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh,
there we go. We just palate cleanse. That's what I do now. Split up all those wrestling talk. Hottest chick ever, Sleaze, right?
I can't say anything.
Oh, right.
But yes, very, very attractive.
Mm-hmm. Not too bad. Not too bad. So,
in great shape. Great shape.
For Valentine's Day this past week, gave my top 3 hottest. I'll give you 2 and 3. I mean, number one, Sleaze, like, me, Stacey Keebler is the GOAT.
Oh, yeah.
Like all-time greatest of anything I've ever seen anywhere. Right. That's like the bar for me. That's Michael Jordan's, Wayne Gretzky, all that stuff. Then Saul Ruka, I think, may have passed her. That's how insane. Like, we've got a new Michael Jordan on our hands in the WWE. She's that crazy hot. And then on top of it, she's not doing mud wrestling. She's going to, like, actually wrestle and looks good.
She's fucking mind-blowing. She's so impressive. Like, literally.
So I'm saying Javon Evans, I said it about Tiffany Stratton, and she's already proven me right with that. Or as Mac Diesel calls her, Stiffany Tratton.
Holy shit.
And who else was the other one that I was like, automatic? LA Knight. LA Knight. The WWE is such stupid idiots over there. They didn't realize to make LA Knight a thing when he was Eli Drake and TNA doing the dummy button. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Because they're so afraid, and I don't understand where there's certain talents that can come in with their gimmick that they made outside, which Cody did that. But like, even the Hobbs thing, and I don't want to sit there and fight over this name or anything like that.
Let's fight over it.
Yeah. But yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's weird.
You don't like Royce Keys?
No, I like it. I like it for the fact that I know the meaning behind it. And that a lot of people don't.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, I think his kid's name is Royce and something else having to do with his family is Keys, which I respect that. It was the same with Blake Monroe. Everybody was, oh my God, she's Maria May. Yeah, but she picked a name that had something that meant something to her. She's the one that made it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the WWE doing that all the fucking time. They'll take somebody off the street that goes for a tryout and maybe they'll do that. But if you have an established person, yeah, they want to change your name because they want the property. But they'll say, like, what do you think? And they're two shining examples that they came up with their name in WWE. So if anything, blame them for you not liking their name, which is, I don't even know why we're talking about this. It's
We're
so
gonna get you
stupid.
fighting with more of the kids online. I mean, even like the people in their 20s. It's a lot. Like I said, you know how I was trying to put my finger on it. Like, what's changed since like we've been doing the show again for a while, and it's the fans. It's like doing live tweeting and all this, like the way the social media is, the way that the fans are of WWE, they all seem to be like teenage girls, like everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very like teenage girl fandom stuff, and it's created Rio and Dom and all his girlfriends, and it's created this fucking CW land where it's like I'm just watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I'm not 15.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. It's the I'm right. Even though you're not, they'll still say, yes, I am, because I'm me, because I'm selfish, and I'm the only one that knows everything about everything.
Right.
That's what it is.
We're getting hot takes from like fanfic types. And again, it's not saying it's bad or anything else. It's cool that they're into something and passionate about something, but then this passion turns into weird obsessions, and they start getting like too over the top with it. I used to know some kids growing up like that, even in the 90s. It just seems like it's even more in this day and age with all the technology and things that,
yeah.
Like I remember a kid that was like obsessed with Kurt Cobain, especially after he got off, you know? And how about that story? A fact now, right? That there was foul play, and he like of course we knew this.
Yeah. Big surprise, guys.
Yep. I think people are trying to point fingers again at Courtney. And what's funny is a couple months ago that supposedly there was these podcasts I was listening to, and people actually coming out and saying, "Oh, I did it, and I was a part of this somehow, or I was there when this happened." And it's not Courtney doing it actually herself, supposedly, but I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just saying that it seemed like weird timing that this story's coming out, because just a few months ago, I heard a few times over of these guys that are like, I'm writing a tell-all book and whatever. But again, a lot of these people were dope heads up there, and they always tell the truth.
Yeah. I always go for the truth with my crackhead friends.
You're right. Yeah.
You know, the bums on the street and such.
William Robinson, did you guys see that WrestleMania ticket sales are way down as compared to last year? Of course we did. Professionals, experts.
Right.
So you have any
But
takes?
here's the thing. It's not for another couple of months. All right. And this happens every single year, and everybody starts saying, "Oh my God, they're failing as a company because it's not like last year." And then the ticket sales ramp up a couple of weeks before. And mark my words, that's what's going to happen. And yeah, they discount tickets and shit. They've been doing that for decades. They want to fill the arena. It's old news. It's the same thing we say all the time. It's repetitive shit. This conversation we had last year when WrestleMania was coming around, that ticket sales were low. And then a couple of weeks before, all of a sudden they're sold out.
Mm-hmm. So. Yep, they've gone the way of video games where it's more for the whales. It's more for the people. Hey, if you got the money, if people are willing to pay for it, that's what we're selling the seats at. So
yeah.
Until they stop getting away with it, maybe when it's like a month and a half close to the show, like in the future, then we'll see. I've been saying for a while, Las Vegas I don't see a lot of people wanting to flock to Las Vegas. I've been hearing the complete opposite. Like things are double and triple the price there. There's all kinds of hidden fees. And if they didn't learn that last year, the people that went to WrestleMania, or they don't care, then they'll go back. But right. I'm telling you, if I went to Las Vegas at that time and I was getting fucking nickeled and dimed for every little thing, or literally like 20 and 50'd for every little thing, that would piss me off when I'd get home and go, holy shit, I'm in the red now for a while. So,
yeah. Well, there was somebody that came online that was, they had like a menu to something out there, and like a bucket of beer for like 12 beers or something like that was like $250.
Yeah.
What? I'm not going to Vegas. Fuck you.
And again, it's a lot of hidden fees. It's a lot of them trying to scam you. So if you go, the hotel rooms, you go there, you may not even touch anything. Everything's got like a monitor on it. So you even move a water and they're like, oh, that's $15. Yeah. And then they add it to your bill and you got to look through this whole bill, what you're getting charged for, because they are taking money from you. So this is how a lot of the world works, but this is definitely how Las Vegas works, right? No, nobody's doing anything wrong there.
What annoys me about the WrestleMania stuff, and it happened last year and the year before, and ever since, especially AEW has been a thing, where they'll be like, oh, well, they're not doing as well as last year. Okay, so your pay-per-view in Australia just did like 7,000 people. A house show that's coming up for WWE did 10,000. A house show. So you don't have anything to say about any attendance or money or anything from the Fed. No,
it was better when the mob ran things, right, Sleaze?
Right.
That's what Williams says.
You didn't get these fees.
Yeah. Not where we were from. They started whacking people in like the 20 teens. Like, huh? You're still whacking people?
Yeah, whacking. Not a whacking.
Yeah. I think it was Big Pussy, and then they threw him off a boat or something.
Yeah.
Tone.
Fuck out of here.
Yep. How about this news? I got to get your take on this. Brody King.
Oh, God.
He's so scary. Come on, give me the full. Give me something cooler.
There. Oh.
This one looks good. The head looks nice.
Oh, we're on the other side.
Mm-hmm. So you like that? He's got the third eye and everything all Illuminati'd out, abolished the ice shirt.
Which says a lot for the liberals that he's sticking up for, with the Illuminati and everything and the baby eating coming out lately. Good message.
It's a paradigm, Sleaze. The left-right paradigm.
You know what we should do is just abolish just any laws. Let's just get rid of laws. That's what these people want. They want. They just want to do whatever the fuck they want. So let's just get rid of laws and borders and everything. Let's just fucking screw it.
Yep. It's gotten too deep for me, and I've been into all this stuff for over 20 years, and I'm still like, you know what? Yeah. It's to the point now I just go.
Told you.
Yeah, you just go, okay, yep. Because, again, nobody's ever like, I've been waiting for my Dr. Huge prize pack of You Were Right for the past 20 years to show up in the mail. Nothing showed up. I got nothing for it.
I think the Wrestling Observer should give us awards for being right.
You know what I got? I got one guy I played video games with in Wales to tell me through a game, hey, you were right. I thought you were crazy. You were right about everything. And I'm like, well, shit.
Yeah.
That's the only time. Yep.
We need to be recognized.
So when it comes to this, my take, of course, do whatever you want, right? I've been saying it for years. It's very fancy words. The Hegelian dialectic. They give you two opposing sides. It's like the Matrix, and then you're supposed to choose one or the other. And no matter what you choose, you fucked up. So, because the choice creates the synthesis of whatever they want. Because now they got you in their game. You've chosen what they want. So remember the end of the Matrix when he just kind of goes and does whatever the fuck he wants. He's like, I'm going to save Trinity. I'll do that. Yeah. See, I've always taken that as like, he's like not even considering, oh, there's choices I can reset. Oh, is humanity going to die forever? Sure. Let's see. Because you need humanity too or whatever, right? Like in this philosophical movie. So he just does what he wants to do anyway. Because all these choices are kind of illusions. You understand?
That's like me coming on every single week and just pushing my agendas.
Mhm.
No, that's one of the worst things in life to do. You can believe in whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Just don't push it on people. Let them make their own decisions. You don't need to do that. All you do is piss people off. That's all you do.
Yep. Nobody likes it. And that's why
No.
it's off-putting to a lot. And it should be off-putting to the people that even believe in those types of things. So even if like a celebrity comes out, right, and is like, I agree, and we got to do this, we got to do that, doesn't necessarily mean the best.
Yeah.
Like groups. That's why I always did my show, the CSWNN Sleaze. It was about cults. And it's not just religious. There's so many different cults. And let's like the CM Punk song, The Cult of Personality. You know, that's all you need is you need one guy like a Trump or this or that. Every country has these guys that they prop up and go like, hey, he's the leader now. That's why I even goof around with MLC and Kevin Brenner. I call him the leader because he's starting to get a little cult following, right? And but when you put this on real life, it's not what's best for business, is what I'm saying.
No,
this ain't democracy. This ain't even a republic anymore. It's nothing. It's fucking nonsense. You know, like this and like the stuff he's against. I'm not for any of this. I don't want to deal with any of this. You know what I mean?
No, just because you have the platform doesn't mean you need to use it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for stuff like this, your politics, your religion, there's certain things that, yes, we have a platform. There's certain things that we can utilize and say because we have this platform. But then there's things that you need to think to yourself, like, not everyone's going to agree with, so I'm not going to be spouting my stuff. You know, and everybody, unfortunately, everybody has a platform now, and that's why you hear this crap, you know, where you can't just have your
you gotta be smart enough to just be like, I don't know if I'm on the right side.
Right.
I don't actually know. I think
Right.
that's what I think all the time. Sure, I have opinions and things like that, but I always made sure, especially in those shows, the CSWNNs back in the day, I'm like, I would always lead off and end with, listen, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, okay?
Right.
I'm just relaying messages and giving you a different viewpoint from what you're constantly hearing and then giving you some evidence of why I think the way I'm thinking. It doesn't mean I'm right.
But your platform was to talk about that on that show.
Yes.
Okay? He's a wrestler. His platform is to be a wrestler. People at the Grammys, their platform were to be artists. It wasn't a platform to start annihilating people's beliefs and trying to coax them into having the beliefs that you have. That's not your platform. If that's the case, then quit what you're doing, quit being a wrestler, and go be some, you know, radical whatever you want, or some speaker, or go do that then. That create that platform for yourself. I don't want to watch wrestling and then all of a sudden hear about Trump and what he's doing right or wrong. That's not the platform for that.
Yeah. And remember the story? Were you here when I was speaking about the Canadian Wrestling League that had an ice entrance and a gimmick for like this wrestler had it and they fired him and it made like the news that week that, you know, we didn't know anything about it and we fired him and everything. That was in Canada. That was like a little promotion. This is AEW, bro. This is on national TV and they're chanting fuck ice and blah, blah, blah. And sure, there are people probably even mad at us for not even taking a side, right? And just going like real seeing it for what it is. Don't be mad either way. It doesn't doesn't fucking matter, bro. Trust me, I've done this. I've been here. I've done all this. So
yeah.
None of this matters. It's just, but they kept Brody King off TV last week, and I guess they just had their pay-per-view the other night where he faced MJF, but they never even had a segment with him in it because, you know, do you want to keep poking that Trump bear over there?
Well, the whole story of that is that somebody, somebody in the higher ups or something like that wanted to keep him off television. Then it was debunked because he wasn't scheduled for the next one. So, but everybody, you know, was believing, it's because he said this and that. And
right. Yeah, Warner Brothers said, not us.
Yeah, and then Warner Brothers said we do own a stake in AEW, so
Yeah.
that quells that friggin' debate.
And again, when me and the Sleaze talk about this, I know you people are crazy. I know a lot of people are stupid. We don't hate or love any of your people. Okay.
No.
Whatever you're into, whatever your beliefs are, I'm all for it. How about that? That's what I've been saying since the beginning. I'm for whatever anybody wants to do. Okay.
Whenever it starts affecting my day-to-day life, then I start giving a shit. If you don't affect me in my day-to-day life, which a lot of this doesn't, you know what I mean? That's reality. I don't give a shit either way.
Mm-hmm. That's because you haven't hung around me long enough lately, so I can tell you how they're fucking us left and right.
No, I know that they
are getting fucked. Like, especially us guys that don't want anything to do with like any. I don't want any problems.
Yeah.
Is it that I'm the guy? I want to be left alone with my fucking figures and my things. I've had enough problems in my life and situations and things in my life where I'm like, you know, I just want to relax and kind of enjoy this, even though it's hard. And then people are like, no, you can't. You're not allowed.
I get it all the time on social media. Like people sit there and say, well, what do you think about like, you know, him coming on and saying fuck ICE? And I'm like, it has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I don't
give a fuck,
you know,
about like, the Guthrie verse that's been going on for 3 weeks, right? I mean, there is one thing I do kind of care about and is very interesting to somebody like me that wants to see behind the Wizard of Oz's curtain, you know, is the files business. Like that's crazy shit, man.
Well, that affects everything.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
That's
yep.
Or like all the fraud that's coming out. You know what I mean? When I think about the last 5 years of me having to pay taxes after I do my fucking yearly taxes, why am I paying taxes? You know, and then you see, oh, well, you know, the Somali whatever came in and they set up a daycare and funneling in $13 million. Then it affects me. Then I care.
And then they're like, oh, they do it in your state too. And they do it over here and they do it over there. And it's not even just them. It's literally like everything and everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's got their hands in the cookie jar because it's like a free for all. Because like what William said earlier with Las Vegas. Oh, wait, not that. It's somewhere around here. I'll find it one of these days where he's talking about the mob in Las Vegas, how it was better when they were like running it. It was more tight knit because it was only one group of criminals running everything.
Yeah.
Or maybe a handful, right? But they were all getting along and there was rules for everybody. The thing that's stupid about criminals, right? The reason why they're dumb motherfuckers generally is because they don't learn how much is enough.
Right.
You know, they'll get to a point where it's like they're getting in real big money and they're like, but I could get more.
Yeah.
And it's like, you greedy douchebag. You could have gotten away with it. You know how many crimes people could have gotten away with, but they kept going because they wanted more money. That's kind of what happened, I think, overall. Then the people in politics and other places like that kind of moved in and they've become the new mob and they're kind of running and maybe it's always been like that, right? So,
well, you know what one of the new things is, and it's hard for them to track and everything else, is that people are doing these scams where it's like, they're not going into your credit card and taking $500, $1,000. What they're doing is instead of having one credit card, they have 20 credit cards and they'll take $1 out of each. All right. So that's $20. That's unnoticeable. You know what I mean? It's the ones like you said, and I agree 100%. Like some of these senators that have, you know, an annual income of $170,000, but they're worth like 60 million. Okay. Like somebody is going to look into that and be like, well, where'd you get this 60 million? And that's where they're finding, oh, that's why, because this money was supposed to go here for this, you know, tragedy. And they were siphoning money in and they said, well, that's not enough. So let's take more and more. That's where you get caught. It's the greed. That's how the mafia has been successful for over 100 years, is that they'll penny pinch and it will add up slowly. They're not just saying, well, we're going to rip off, you know, such and take $80 million.
Yep. And then you get the ones that come in and go, let's go to war and let's charge everybody $100,000 for a soda. You're like, you dumb fuck.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, Joe Pesci? You know?
You want to end up in a cornfield like Joe Pesci?
Yeah, right. I love the guy holding up his head. The meme of the Seahawks and what was it? The Seahawks and the Rams when they were playing in the NFC Championship, and they're holding up Joe Pesci's head, making him watch the game in their stadium. Skull. Yeah, we're doing it tonight. Monday Night Sleaze, everybody.
Oh, fuck yes.
Everybody follow the Sleaze. Everybody follow me. You know where we're at.
Right here and right here. Right
Yep,
here.
He's got the QRs. I got the QRs. You know what? Nobody ever uses them probably, but hey, we got them. But we got places all online. The X Machine. Hit the like button right now. We're doing it, folks.
Do it.
Did I tell you? I finally had a clip made out of me.
What?
Me and Dirty had a clip made of ourselves from last week's dabbling with.
You got this clip or
a little dabbling show? I should bring it up.
Yeah. You should get an award for that. You know,
we talked trans Sleaze. It was crazy.
Oh my goodness, that's a big subject nowadays.
It was a big leap. So maybe we'll just watch the clip. I don't even know where it is.
Yeah, let's find it.
Hopefully I can find it. If not, everybody just wait.
Yeah, just fucking wait.
This is how we do. Yeah, this is how we do in the Dabbleverse. We act like the audience isn't even here. I might even go take a shit and like leave the camera on, the mic on so you can hear it.
I've had my eyes closed the whole show. You can't see. Get it? Mike.
Okay, I know I played it before. They're calling me Shoolies in the chat. Don't believe it. Hold on. We're going to bring it up any second now. Look at I'm famous. Somebody's made a clip of the Dr. Huge Show, Sleaze, first time ever. Finally, somebody's paying attention. I love it. Thank you.
Crazy.
Screen share. Yep. Mm-hmm. Karmic blocks Dirty Jersey Ranger for loving goth lady. It says goth lady in quotations, right?
Goth lady. Here we go.
There we go. How dare you put your logo out on top of my logo like this?
Yeah. What is this? Disrespectful.
And Alex Stein clip from yesterday morning. So he was playing that, and he was already like commenting on Alex Stein, and just comment. And I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm like, because he's liked my stuff before, and he's like retweeted my stuff before on X. So I was like, all right. So I was gonna go.
So he's complaining about Karmic X, blocking him. I'm gonna move it along. I think the better stuff is down here.
Because like people had asked her about that. I don't know if like Neil, but someone I don't know if it's chat or somebody asked her about that and said like her preferences was good to dating women. So
listen, I'm not trying to. We missed it.
Initially, I thought, but like I also go with like character and person.
Question is going to be here. It is. Can you predict what it could be? It's a tough one, but I think if you're a hardcore Dabbleverser, that's a hint.
What's that?
Do you think Ava is attractive? Would you date Ava?
Initially I thought, but like I also go with like character and personality.
Oh yeah, you wanted those inside
I think like MG.
So Ava is one of Stuttering John's regular guests, who is a trans woman. And I know Dirty Jersey, he's all into the trans chicks, bros. And did I block him? I said I was going to block him, but I didn't. Because I'm a nice guy, Sleaze. So
you are, gentlemen.
I'll let him finish his. Oh, look, I got to see what turns him on down here. I think they got to it down here. I asked him if Ripley stuff.
Oh wow! Oh boy, those are my favorites.
How about this one? Here they are again.
Oh wow, yeah. Those are some of the best wrestling moves I've ever seen in my life.
How about this guy? I know he's blocked you recently, and don't hate me, comics. I never make memes, but I made a meme about you because you keep showing up on my feed and things. So here's one shout out to you, bro. Do you like this one? You like that one? I came up. That was all me, bro. I came up all by myself.
I love it.
Get it? I know you get it.
Yeah.
No, can't see the now without cum. He's got no cum because he doesn't see. All right. How about this guy? Does this turn you on? Coming up. He was just at the Super Bowl. Come on. I just clicked on you. There he is.
Oh no. He was a good wrestler, but yeah, that getup doesn't. I don't know about that getup.
No, you like the tighter dresses on your Bad Bunny, right?
Yeah, it looks like a Meemaw dress.
Yeah, so
Meemaw.
Meemaw, yeah. It was funny. Dirty's a good guy, but he's like, so I asked him, I'm like, so you into like dudes too? Is that like your thing? And he's like, oh no, like very quickly. And I'm like, yeah, that's gross, right?
Yeah, that's weird. That's so weird because I've known guys in the past like that. They're like, oh yeah. And then it's like, so you're gay? And they're like, not at all. Like they get all offended. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I don't get it.
Yep. I told her, I laid it out for him because I'm like, especially in Miss Ava's case, big fan of the show, Ava. Well, you need to go back on there. You're good on there. But, he.
Yeah.
I'm really trying. This isn't a bit. I'm trying to find the words.
Take your time.
So you become a woman and then you want to fuck women.
Right. Yep. That's the part I don't get. I'm confused by all that.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
You like Karm, but you like that meme. That was a great meme, right? Thank you. Not it, you meaning that persuasion, right? HVAC, right?
The it. Yes.
It. Chris Jericho used to say. Yep.
That's what he was talking about. You're gonna get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're blowing up. Oh my God, that just means more people are gonna say mean things to me, Sleaze.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I can take it. I've never had mean things said to me before. Right. I've never had problems in my life. I just don't want problems, So I'm just hoping the incel, like super like autistic people, whatever, like just know I'm goofing around. I'm having a good time. Okay.
These is jokes.
We're doing jokes. Warning. This is just having fun. Right. And then, then the people, they're like, how dare you have fun? How dare you have a show in a YouTube channel that you should be hitting the like button right now? And I'm like, well, why not? Why not?
God forbid you have substance. You know what I mean? God forbid.
Anyway.
And intelligence and sexiness. I mean, come on. Fuck. Jesus.
And just as another, palate cleanser, after all that talk. Number 3, hottest chick in WWE, Sleaze. We agree with this? You can just say yes or no.
Yeah.
Yep. Number 3, actual wrestler, real wrestler in NXT. Tuesday nights, check it out. She's killing it. Put the rocket ship on her. Athletic and looks like that. Thank you. Then we have Miss Kiana James at number 2. Everybody knows this. If you've been watching Dr. Huge, she's one of the best ever. Also can actually work in the ring. Come on. And then number one over here.
Jesus.
The GOAT. Saul Ruka. No abolish ice shirt needed.
She doesn't need to say her politics.
Nope. Not at all. Hold on, let's get some yeets in there because I'm feeling actually energized right now.
Yeet.
Shit. Ooh, I got some sweating now already. 5 seconds. So how about this masked man business? First of all, do you need to leave? If you need to leave anytime, just let me know. But
no.
We're going until the wheels fall off here, I think, tonight. But the masked man, supposedly Grayson Waller wearing the same shoes as him. You know, we got all the internet sleuths out here that are figured it out. It was him, but it could still be Seth freaking Rollins. You understand? You understand?
What freaking sense would it make for Grayson Waller to do this? Is it? It's not going to make any kind of impact. You know, if they did a thing with him and Austin Theory at this point, where they're like Austin Theory is way above him at this point, putting him in the Vision. You know what I mean? Like, it would make no sense. That's dumb. Seth Rollins, yeah, it makes sense. That would be great.
The Grayson thing, the only reason it would make sense is because there is history there with Austin Theory and would give him somebody to have a feud with. But other than that, yeah. But I mean, I'm saying specifically, it is no matter what. That's Grayson Waller, and you know how they do.
Yeah, I'm just sick of the whole masked hoodie, blacked out face. I don't. It's old. It's so old, and they've done it like 4 times in the last year. You know, it's not like they're waiting like 6 months, 8 months. They just every other month is there's another guy with a hood. There was Becky. There was everybody else. Austin Theory, R-Truth.
They've done it in NXT. They had the hoodie thing over and over.
Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Just have the people come out and just beat people's asses.
You know what? We didn't really finish our whole ticket thing. At least I didn't. I went into a whole rant about Las Vegas. But I heard the seats going up the ramp are like $21,000 for one night.
That's crazy.
It's just, who's paying for this other than Jess and Ian?
I really thought of it the other day, and people were like, for the most part, I'm not disagreeing with you because I'm not paying $2,100 for a seat. But at the same time, it's like a lot of these places, WWE comes around once a year, if not longer. So if you see in your area, like it's coming to, I think it's in March, it's coming to Boston, right? So I haven't been to a live event in years. So it's like you think to yourself, like, okay, so maybe it's $100, $200. I can swing that for one night. And that's the mentality is WWE is all over the place. When you see it come to your town, you're like, I could come up with that money. It's not like the same people are buying these tickets every freaking week, to go to different shows in different cities. So it's like, it's an attraction at the time to go to. So yeah, you're going to pull out your credit card that you might have a $20,000 limit and blow $3,000, for that one time or once a year thing, or like Ian and Jess, it's like they don't go to this shit every single week or every single month. But when it comes around, yeah, they're going to throw the money down because that's what they want to go see. So it's a weird conversation.
Remember last year it was, I think it wasn't like damn near $50,000 for 2 days in the front row or upwards to 80. I could be wrong, but I just remember it being so high for 2 nights to be within the first 5 rows at WrestleMania. And then we watched WrestleMania last year, and you know what it was?
It's the shits.
And I figured out what the main event was, the actual main event. It was Cody and John Cena. That's why I didn't remember it.
Yeah. But
didn't even remember.
I'm just one that to be honest, I have the money to throw this shit down, but I'm not going to. Because I don't like people. I don't like being in public. And I can watch it at my house and see everything, for nothing. Or whatever I'm paying for the fucking streaming service. So that's just my outlook on it. But people love the live events, Mm-hmm. And if it comes around and they have a couple $100 or $1,000, they're gonna spend it. They're not pricing people out. They're not doing this. People are buying it. If they were pricing it out when they started with this huge price increase, the attendance would have gone down, but it's not. It's staying steady. If not, it's high in some markets where you're like, holy shit, they were here 2 years ago and had 5,000. Now they have 15. So they're not pricing out people. People have the money.
Yeah, I'm with Coach. I mean, that kind of makes more sense, right? That's WrestleMania. I'll have my own WrestleMania. I'll be in my own battle royal and shit, right? All right, Sleaze. If you got to go, take it easy. Wrap it up. Do your plugs.
It's easy. There's a QR code. I even put like in big bold letters at the Sleaze at the SLZ52. Okay, just go to any platform and bitch at me for everything I say.
Mm-hmm.
Please, people, bitch more so I have something to do.
Yeah, get after him on there. Tell him all about the ratings, how they're wrong about ratings, they're wrong about money,
right?
And, all that stuff. Thank you.
Wrong about politics.
That's not my department. You can take on that department and fight the kids.
Right.
Like
if you have any questions for the show, go through me. Mm-hmm. I'll filter them out. I'll fight with you if you want. And it's a good time.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Good job. Thanks for coming on again, of course. Shout out to the Sleaze again. Sideways points. I'm going to dabble a little bit longer. And then, of course, I need to eat again. You know how I do over here with my sandwiches.
Yeah. Well, that's why I got to go. It's dinner time.
Mm-hmm. And take note, dirty Jersey rat. When you come on, do what the Sleaze does. Takes yourself off screen. Don't start talking at the end of my broadcast. Everybody will hear it.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Then we'll find out all your secrets that you like trans chicks. Just in case.
I like boobs, but I also like balls.
Mm-hmm. So don't go doing that as soon as you sign off talking about all that. Thank you.
All right. All right. Catch you guys later. Subscribe, like, or I'm coming for you. I'm telling you.
Yep.
It's a new
threats
year.
Or else. Threats.
All right. See ya.
Later, man. I'm going to be watching some Stut John here for a little bit. I do have a few other notes. Man, we're killing it right now. Oh my God, who's this? Grindel's on. Grindel's going to be coming on the Dr. Huge show too. Hold on, wait until you see this, folks. Have you heard? Have you seen? You're about to. Performance warning. What? You're going to hurt my performance? Where's my other screen then? Huh? Oh, it's right here. I'm a stupid idiot. There we go. First day on the job, everybody. Here we go. We're going to watch Jim Grindel. He's back on.
It makes no sense.
With Ava.
But, he's not like a bad guy to talk to, but there is a lot of bullshit in there. I mean, I think he's always full of shit.
but there's at least more, like...
You can talk to him.
Clay Dabble.
There's a reason why Jim Florentine, still books him.
I definitely had a great time up until he vanished, but the vanishing really is it's exactly what you'd expect. It's just so weird. He worked very hard and for a long time and then vanished. And then occasionally he's on a show and he was like, yeah, I was writing a book with Jim
Grindel, a real man. I found him on the Rob Saul show one night back when Rob Saul was doing his thing. And I asked him to come on a while back. We're about to find time to do it. Everybody's very busy out here. And we got to make sure these schedules can click together. And then we'll be talking about Stuttering John and his experience here on the Stuttering John show. And, the people within the Dabbleverse. Because he's a legit Dabbleverse guy. I'm not in the Dabbleverse. Not asking to be in it. I'm a spectator. I'm a chatter. I'm a beloved chatter. All right, let's see what they're talking about.
Well, that was his thinking. I started to think.
Wait. His thinking was he knows nobody knows who he is?
No, his thinking was that it's going to sell big. But there's a lot of jokes in there about like the 1,000.
I think Pest is the one that made a clip out of me and Dirty. I think so. Shout out to Pest.
Huge.
They said huge?
Was there a book deal?
A handshake deal, let's call it. A handshake deal. If there was a deal, he'd be in trouble right now.
What about his past was he so intent on expressing in the book?
He didn't want to talk about much of anything. The only thing we could go into about his past was his childhood, which I was lifting sort of from Howard Stern, very much mimicked it, how he wrote about his youth in the private parts. I even said to Chad, come up with some sort of anecdote, like how Howard had his puppet shows, come up with something along that line. But I guess that part was just simply too much. And
But
there
what
was
did
a
he want?
thing.
What did he want to say about his childhood? Like, what did he want people to know about it?
Well, nothing, because that's the point. Once we got like he did a lot of hard work for structure. We came up with a lot of bits together. I will say that. But when it came time to rein it all in and refine the product, that's when he would start drifting into
He doesn't even listen to his own show, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Mask or some other irrelevant jerk off from the Dabbleverse. So like,
But here's the
a
thing.
lot of tells that he's obsessed.
Here's the misconception. I think Gava would agree with me. The Dabbleverse is literally, my guess is 2,000 people. I would say it's 2,000 people. Would you say there's more?
I think that's a fair assessment.
2,000.
I agree
maybe like
with that.
active type people. I would double
It's
it.
about 2,000.
Add another
so,
2,000 that are just
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
not
like
that,
casually
it just isn't that big of a
watching and
deal.
listening.
That's why when people that's why I don't really give a shit.
It's a multi-$1,000 industry. I mean, the people are bringing in, hundreds of dollars annually. I
Look
don't
at
know.
that
There's
wipe.
nothing to scoff at.
Did he ever talk
Did
to you
you
about
see him
women?
wipe?
No. not now that I think about it, not to mine. There was not one mention of a lady.
Listen, guys. Listen, they're trying to do the Rollins laughs over there. They're trying to do, we got the drops over here. We're the best in the world at this shit. These guys, like, this is crazy with Chad's drops, John's drops now with that laughter, like a literal laugh track that he's probably playing off of YouTube. Oh, woo.
The best in the world.
That's right. Tell him. Fucking awful. He's doing it again.
That's the title of the book.
You can't be serious.
Yeah, that's the title.
Pest, thank you for the 99 cents. Wherever
99
shall I
cents.
spend it all? I do got to give you all the 10-minute warning. I have a radio interview to do for my upcoming.
Ooh, very good.
Oh, he's got a
upcoming
radio
shows.
interview.
Diz 5, your cameo videos have no filter. Wow, just wow. But you don't even
No
know how
filter
to spell
here,
cameo,
folks.
you dumb fuck.
Where are your cameo videos, Diz?
That's like
that's
a chemo cameo he's talking about. Cameo.
Jim, Baby Pat's also decided he's going to do cameo, and he did. 0 people bought.
Like,
Yes.
All you got to do is
Setting yourself up for failure.
I'll pay for it. He'll
all
just
you
read-
got to do is
Oh.
call him a jerk on the internet, and he'll yell at you. He'll give you a personal cameo right on his show.
Yep, not Dr. Huge. I don't do that here.
I literally try not to talk about him.
See, on the Dr. Huge show, we make fun of people. We're not here to be made fun of. Get it? So if you're here, you're watching, you're listening in the future and shit like that, you're not goofing on us. Because if you goof on me, the Sleaze, Jess, Danny, and this and that, you're cringe. Now we will have to make fun of you, you see. So would you like to stand in the firing line? If so, that's what I'm here for. But if you think you're going to come in here and you're going to get one over on old Dr. Huge, you ain't. That's not how this works. You understand? And if you think that's how that works and you persist long enough, I'll block you. Oh, am I a pussy? Oh, I'm weak? Okay. If that's what you want to think you're going to be, you can call me weak somewhere else. You call me a pussy somewhere else. Shawn Michaels.
Piss on him.
Have you ever
I love
fondled?
him
Have you
so
ever
much.
fon-
Squad Father.
Have you ever fondled anybody?
I fondle all the time. I'm a well-known fondler.
All right, we've reached the Ava trying to question all of John's people while he sits there with a smirk on his face, and John gets his balls washed, and Ava just takes over the show and hammers questions at the actual non-regular guest.
Touch people like this anymore.
Okay.
Used to be cool.
Okay, ESO Jr.
Who makes her the arbiter of questions, right? That's what I want to know.
Very old.
Him.
John, will you
I don't know. I don't know even what's appropriate. I'm not appropriate.
Yes.
He already is.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
No.
Read the past. Thank you again. And thank you for being so complimentary of me. Pest again. Thank you. And again, thank you for being complimentary of me.
Roll Dr. Huge, I'm sure.
You know what's odd? I feel some of the Clippers like get it. Like Doom gets it. Like he'll be like, again, John's doing something different, like the Duke of the future, and nobody else is.
Watch for blue emoji face.
Like nobody. I mean, all these talented people. Where is their talent? Like, what are they doing?
Shout out
different?
to Pest, bro.
I feel like I think Pest has it in for you too much, and if he backed up from it a little bit, like he's starting to establish an aesthetic as a Clipper. Like he has these character names for people, and I think there's potential there, but he needs to become more of a
shout out Grindle.
Which one is that?
Objective Clipper, just for the sake of for the game.
I just know at least Doom. I thought Pest was on my side, but who knows? Nice podcast, Stupid Live. Thanks.
He's reading it. Look at him.
I told him Jeff DeWitt to move on from Southern John. Who's laughing now? I don't know. I got this.
Carl's laughing at his own jokes.
Oh, of course.
I can barely laugh at my jokes.
Reverend Rage, my man, John Drink. Shitways thinks some things never change. Oh yeah, John Drink.
All right, I think we're winding down here.
He did give us 8 o'clock at night. I can't have a couple of beverages. I'm not driving, right, Jim?
Why not? You lived this life once.
The Tommy Jordan. Thanks for $5. Just make it official. I'm Team Southern John now. It would be an honor, Sir Duke. But please tell him I'm a good egg. I destroy baby fat, so in your honor.
John has enough judgment on his own. I don't know you well enough to endorse you at this point. I'm confused.
I don't know this guy at all, but I've seen a few clips of him, and I got a good vibe off of him. I could be completely wrong.
I don't dislike the guy, and if he wants to come to my gigs this time and really have an interview with me, I'll certainly give it to him.
I got to get the one to John's gigs.
Just come up to me and say, I'll wait every second.
Then I'll be really in there, but I'm not necessarily looking for that.
Yeah, but
it would be amazing if John could come to like the Comedy Connection or one of the Boston clubs, or come on up, Johnny boy, New England. Even get a show at this comedy club at the what you call it? Well, the big casinos, Foxwoods, Mohegan, all this stuff up here. I'll go to those. I'll wait, everybody. All right, I think we did it. We killed it. Me and the Sleaze, we talked wrestling. We talked everything Monday Night Raw is going on right now. If you're interested in that, if you're interested in Arc Raiders, come follow me on Twitch, on Kick. I'm going to be live on there tonight after the show. And we'll be playing with Mikak. And we're going to become Cantina Legends. That's what we're going to do. We have a good time on there. Like the video, subscribe, follow, check out the shorts, check out the promo edits. Got a lot more coming this week. More guests, more shows, more lives. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Good night. See ya. Bye. Bye.